Hi guys and welcome to today's tutorial. In today's lesson we're going to look at resolving consumer and retailer conflict by using legislative methods and non-legislative methods. Okay, so the first thing you need to know, there's two ways to solve disputes. The first way is by using non-legislative method, and the second one is by using a legislative method. So basically one is legal and one is not legal. Non-legislative is non-legal and this one is the legal way. So we're going to look at, first of all we're going to look at the non-legislative methods, and the first way is basically for the consumer to complain to the retailer. So basically just the consumer complains to the retailer and the retailer and the consumer just sort it out between themselves. The second way is to get help from the NCA or some other agency such as the trade association. And basically these help to fight your corner, and sometimes they will do some mediation between the retailer on your behalf, and then hopefully you can solve it that way without having to take take it further and go through a legislative method. So if you can't resolve the dispute with the consumer, you're going to have to take a legislative method. Okay, so there's two different ways you can do it. You can go to small claims court. And the second way to sort it out legally is to employ a solicitor. So first of all, I'm going to look at small claims court. So small claims court, we need to know and understand how that works. So basically, small claims court allows consumers to maybe pursue a complaint quickly, easily, and at low cost. So it only costs €25 to pursue a complaint. So this is a really efficient way and effective way, especially if you're arguing with maybe the retailer over something of a significant value, of a small sum of money, such as maybe say €80. You're not going to go to get a solicitor, because to get a solicitor is going to cost you more than €80. So what you're going to do is you can use small claims court, and this is to stop retailers taking advantage of consumers. The main things that they focus on is the small claims court is faulty goods. So faulty goods, poor workmanship, and damage to property. The third thing is the maximum amount that you can claim for is €2,000. So €2,000 is the maximum that you can claim for. The fourth thing is that how you do it is you just basically complete a simple claim form. So complete a claim form. Just one thing to note as well, that form is then sent to the registrar of court by post, or you can actually send it online now. The fifth thing is that the registrar basically listens to both sides. And encourages both parties to make a settlement. The decision that is made by the registrar is not legally binding. Okay, so decision not legally binding. they are encouraged to basically settle it there, because if they don't settle it there, then an appeal can be made to the district court. And one thing to note is that approximately 75% of all claims are settled by the small claims method without actually going to court. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is the Ombudsman for the public. And the Ombudsman is the person that investigates complaints from consumers about the government. So if you have a complaint about the government, so maybe it might be some department in the government, maybe like the HSC, it might be the Ombudsman or any local authorities, it will be the Ombudsman that will investigate it. The second thing to note is that complaints are only investigated when a consumer has pursued the case fully without any satisfaction. So pursued case fully already. The third point with the Ombudsman is that the complaints must be brought within 1 year. So within 1 year. The fourth thing is that complaints are investigated by an Ombudsman and a recommendation is made. The recommendation is not legally binding, so recommendation is made. So it's not legally binding. And the last thing, 6th point with the Ombudsman is the Ombudsman is the dependent of the government and provides free service. So it's independent of the government. And is free. It's a free service. Okay, so that's it for today's tutorial. The consumer and ways to resolve conflict. We looked at non-legislative methods and we looked at legislative methods. It's important that you know both, and it's important that you know about the small claims court, the process, and the service that the Ombudsman for the public offers. Okay, if you enjoyed the video tutorial, if you learned something from it, you could leave me some feedback, that'd be great. And check out my other videos. Thanks, guys.